got slab wood cut up out of the way. Again, or measure it and do some thinking. I think I'm going to turn it down and take boards off of it. So I'll be back in a little bit. That one over there needs trim. This one here is done. I got this one, and this one. That one needs to go back for a recut. So, I have no place to drop the next two. Be back in a bit. Well, here we are, still working on that. I'm gonna face it, cut one, flip it 180, face it, cut one. I got two over there too. I don't know if I'll trim both of those, maybe just one. And the old man's wore out. Them bad boys ain't light. They're 3 inches, maybe 3 1/4 inches thick, somewhere around there. And they're 7 foot long. And the two bottom ones were real heavy. So, put on your ears and we're gonna finish this up. I'll put you up here, trip over you probably on the way in. That looks like a pretty good spot. You're gonna see some Solomon linen. got to stack them over here. That last dog board come off really nice. And see, I don't know, this is starting to get into a little bit of heart here. I think the other side was too. I'm getting, the legs are stuck on everything, stalls down here, too much junk in the way. See what the other side looks like. I think that's the one that's got the heart. No, that's pretty good. It's got an eyeball in it. This is the one that has the heart. So we'll reduce price this one. Oh, the other side looks pretty good though. The other side looks real good. I don't know, did you watch me screw up the cut? I cut from the wrong side. I flipped it over, which I knew I needed a 3.5 inch board, but I only wanted to cut 1 inch off, but I cut off 1 inch off the wrong side. That's not too deep. That'll be a letter holder. So, all right. I'm gonna go eat dinner, then after dinner, I don't know whether I'm going to mess with this or not. I would like to get these. These got to go in the back of the truck. Oh, I forgot to show you what I got. Went up to Thermont and bought. So I'm going to do that. Of course, by the time you see this, you probably saw that. This will probably go on tomorrow night instead of tonight. So who knows what I'm doing. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Well, I'm moving right along. I'm only about into it for an hour right now, and I got one left to go, so I figured I'd bring you along. That was a 4x4 up there I had. And it just crunched when I set the thing on top of it. And as you can see, this Bobcat really doesn't tear up the ground at all. It's got a little bit of tracks here, but that ain't too bad. I guess I'll put you... Guess I'm gonna have to hop in and hop out, but I'll show you how I'm dragging them out. I'll put you right about there. You know, I'm a one-man band, so don't tell me, oh, you got a crappy camera view. No kidding. I'm doing the best I can, guys. So if you're new here, get used to it. All right, that ought to get me halfway through the woods. I'll start it there. Maybe well, I might roll. All the limbs down underneath me. We'll put it right there. I'll come back and get you in a minute. Show you the whole shebang. Little drag mark, but not too bad. It's dusty. You can cover it up pretty quick with your feet. Don't know really what's left over here. That one he's got cut up. That one's cut down to small. Might get into that over there. I think I might ask him if he wants me to take that one out of there. I think that's oak. That might be, I'd like to get a little firewood out of doing all this work. All right, I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back up there on again when I get the camera up here. Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John. Ain't having a good day today. Got grass mowed that for, who knows, a couple hours. Getting low on gas, so I decided I'm gonna come up and go get gas in this. Now I went and got, went and bought a lottery ticket and got gas. No, I didn't get gas. I just got a lottery ticket, I think. I don't know, but I filled up the gas tank. The squirrels got it and ate the gas. I think the wires to the gas sensor. When they did that, the fuel said low. So I put a few gallons in it and then it's fine. So it's got gas in it and then drove it home and bought a lottery ticket. Didn't win. Well, then decided today we're going to work on this truck because I want to get that bed bolted down. So I wanted to move this out into the field. Well, the squirrels got it again. I can see the chewed up wires going to the crank sensor, and I just can't get down in there. That's the second time they've done that. So that means at least 10 times they've gone in there eating the wires up there. They got the wires eaten to the one of the wheel brake things, because the shop says, oh, the wires are broke, you need a new wiring harness. Well, they wanted like $300 and some and another 100 and some to put the wiring harness on. Instead, just soldering the two wires together. So, I don't care. Well, I got a feeling it's going to be the same thing. So I called the insurance company because it's to a point where Jeffrey's so booked up we can't get it in down there. And so see if the insurance company covered. They do cover it with a $50 deductible, which is a good thing. But if the shop wants to charge big bucks to fix it, then they're just going to total the car out, which I'm not really interested in getting a new car. This one's fine. So anyhow, that's where I'm at. So now I'm going to come over and start working on this beast, which I can get underneath this one. I think I showed before. I know I showed before. What I got to do, you got to bring the torch set up and see these bolts. This makes too much noise going up and down the road, and there's supposed to be a wooden thing. That's what I made those wood things for. So there is, see the ones down, can you see the one down there? There's one of those U-bolts there. There's one of these U-bolts here, and there's another U-bolt back there. So I got to bring the torch up because these things are so rusted on, and loosen them up and get them freed up. Look at the brake fluid eating the, I guess it's got weeping there. But the brakes work good. Anyhow, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm about ready to, because all those rattle and that makes the bed bounce up and down, make a lot of noise. It did come out of the hole back there, which I didn't think it would, but it did. So that's what I'm working on. So we'll be back a little bit when I get coming along. What I'm going to do is loosen all those up real loose, and then just take the crane and put it here, and hopefully I can lift the bed up enough to slide these boards in. This is the plan. But the plan, oh man, it changes all the time, doesn't it? Anyhow, that's what I hope to do. So we'll be back in a little bit. Bye bye. Well, this was supposed to be an easy job. I knew the bolts were messed up. This one I've already straightened the heck out of. This one here I've straightened. Got to heat them cherry red to get them off, so I got them off, and then now I got to heat it cherry red and try to straighten this a little bit. And these are only supposed to be 3 inches apart, and to get them out of there you got to tweak them a little bit to get them out of there. So anyhow, nice easy job. I'm probably an hour and a half into it right now, and this is my first one. I hope the rest will go a little bit better. Bye. Well, here's an update. Here's the last one. You can see it's a little, I don't know whether you can see that, the bend in that or not. Anyhow, they're bent up in here. Some of them were bent here. They're bent all over the place. So each one got taken out, straightened. This is the last one. This is the best one, as a matter of fact. Run a die up the threads or tap or whatever, which one it is, I don't know. Run the threads, clean the threads up, new lock washers, new nuts. And this one here, I had to pull the bed over. It was a little slid over, so I just put a thing on there. You can see how I'm getting set up right here, leaving the space. So then I think tomorrow I'm gonna wrap it up because it's a little after 7, right around 7 now. So I'm gonna wrap this up, get this last one finished and put in there, ready for lifting it up tomorrow and hopefully setting it in. See ya. Well, still playing around with it, just kind of an update. Here's the bed rail right there, and this is the angle iron for the holding the toolbox on. Can you see over the other side, same side, there's about, so I think I'm gonna bring this bed up about 2 inches and then check the swing of this. So how I'm about to do that, or give it a try, is just hook a chain on here and pull it. Nothing to really grab on here. Anyhow, that's what I'm gonna do. Hook a chain on here somehow, maybe on here, and give it a little bit of a snaggle tug. So we'll bring you back a little bit. Thought I was gonna finish. It's getting later and later, but we work till dark. Well, I'm kind of still putting along, going at it. That's where it is. This is what I wanted. Was a gap between those two. I don't know if you, I guess you can kind of see there's a gap there. Now I'm hoping one will slide in. I bring you along. Well, here's a tripod. I'll set the tripod up and bring you back. Well, as much crap has gone to crap today, I imagine this will go to crap too. I guess I better put some mittens on because that's some nasty. Of course, I don't see any in here. Oh, here's a pair. That's that old nasty Copep wood. Covered in oil, not that my hands ain't about bad anyway. It's getting kind of dark for you guys, isn't it? Anywho, so far things are going along pretty good. It'd be real nice if this would go in there. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing here. It's getting a little bit late. I don't know. In between that one, it's going someplace. I don't know where. Not all the way up to the front, which I knew it was going to be a little bit short, but I think I'd rather have it up to the, well, I got another ways before it's run out of there. I think it's up the front now. Oh yeah. In fact, if you go, well, I'll leave it up the front so it'll give some rot room. I'll have to check and get a flashlight out to make sure it's in there pretty good, but I also pulled the bed up, and I've already swung it to see if it would work. So you can see where I brought the, yeah, there's my finger, that in front of the angle iron, and down below it is the wood. And the angle iron, if it sits against the angle iron, it's fine, and which is where it's at. So now I'm gonna undo all this contraption and move it over to the other side. Think I can get lucky twice. It's about time some luck change here. Daggone squirrels. I'd like to not leave that truck there, but I'm gonna have to leave it there tonight. The squirrels have eaten that truck up twice, but it was stuff that I could fix. All right, I'll bring it back. I gotta, like I said, change all the rigging around. So be back in a bit. Well, here goes the second side. You can probably see this a little bit better. See the gap all the way up and down there? So you can see where it's going there. It looks like it's got a lot of crud on there, which I don't doubt it, but when I push that thing in, it'll push it out of the way. But while I'm here, I can do it. Can't reach that, too bad. All right, drop the mitten. Let's see if we can get lucky again. Then I gotta line the body up in the back. Probably do that tomorrow and just tighten, run impact up. I'm gonna put double bolts on those. guys are in the way. Hey, you might be able to see it here. Nah, ain't low enough. But you can see where it's going. Got a stoppage there, you know. Alright, I gotta figure out what the stoppage is, crawl underneath there and find out what it is. Didn't get so lucky on the second one, but it's alright. We'll see ya.